Good evening and welcome to Edon, Ohio. Friday night girls basketball here tonight. In about a month from now or so, it'll be a BBC game. Tonight, it's just a Friday night non-conference game. Tonight, it is 3-4 Hilltop against 1-6 Edon. Joining me here this evening is former head basketball coach here at Edon, Suzanne Hollabaugh. Coach, glad to have you back here on the air with us tonight. Let's start with Hilltop, a team that we saw a week ago. Look, for the most part, pretty impressive in a win over Stryker. I'd say for three and a half quarters of that game, they were, and then Stryker made that late push and got a lot closer than maybe what the score indicated most of the night. But they are a team that is starting to turn their fortunes around. Got off to a slow 0-for start and have now gotten to 3-4. A win tonight gets them to 500. And oh, by the way, they feature one of the best players in Northwest Ohio in Libby Baker.
Yes, they do. And you know, we thought, both of us going into that game, it was going to be a little bit tighter contest, and really Hilltop kind of, like you said, had their way with them until late in the fourth when Stryker made that push. But yeah, Libby Baker, what a lot of fun to watch. There's just nothing that she can't do. She, you know, when she needs to, she even handles the ball, bringing it down the floor. But just a nice player.
And a matchup nightmare for a lot of teams, if not all teams. I mean, you got to figure out how you're going to guard Hilltop with her. And that's going to be one of the challenges tonight for an Edon team.
Yeah, you know, you think sometimes, okay, well, if we let her get her due, well, you can't hardly do that because, you know, she can go off and, you know, she can carry a team. Yeah. I mean, I think she has that potential. So, yeah, she's definitely a nightmare to match up with. I did see against Stryker maybe when somebody was a little more physical with her maybe. I think Stryker did a really good job in the first half when they played zone and doubled down into her. But, you know, she worked her way out of that, and by the second half, you know, she was in double digits.
Let's talk Edon now. This is a team that probably feels a little bit snake bit 7 games into the season. They're 1-6. They were been blown out once. Everything else, now I know they ended up losing by double figures to Fremont, Indiana, but that was a closer than the score game. Everything else has been 1-2 possession type game. So they are really in that. You know, you have the evolution of teams and programs, and right now they're in that learn to win games situation now. And until it happens, you know, it's going to be a continually frustrating situation.
It is, you know, and I understand it. I've been there myself, and it is tough because when kids haven't won, they don't know how to win. And that, I know that sounds like simple or whatever, but it's true. And that's where these kids are right now. They're playing well enough to win. They just don't know how to do it. And part of that goes back to, because I've talked to Kayla plenty, the free throw situation. You know, kids not hitting free throws. Well, you know and I know, because you've done this for a long time too, that becomes such a mental block sometimes. So yeah, you hit the nail on the head. They're struggling. They're right on the cusp. And if one of these two would have gone, you know, in the win column, you might see a completely different team.
Going to take a break here on the pregame show tonight. Hilltop and Edon will step aside. When we come back, our Brian Ford Lincoln conversation with the head coaches, Troy Grimm from Hilltop, Kayla Walker from Edon. They'll join us next with Adam Gubernath on B-Rock Sports.
I'm here at Fackler Monument in Montpelier, Ohio, with Sierra and Paul Rory Jr., the new owners. But really, Paul, your family has been serving the area for a long time.
That's right, Tim. We're the third generation, and it all started with my Grandpa George.
Paul, many people are being cremated. Are there memorial options for cremation?
Many people still choose a headstone in which the ashes are placed under the monument and sealed within the stone. There's cremation benches where the ashes are placed in the legs of the bench, and there's also columbariums.
So, Sierra, there are many shapes and styles to choose from, whether a traditional burial or cremation?
That's right, and we understand that it can be a little overwhelming. That's why it's important to come talk to us so that we can guide you with our experience to help you pre-plan. Our experienced team realizes that it's not easy to select a memorial in a time of sorrow, so we invite you to come visit with us as part of your pre-planning.
Go online to facklermonument.com to see what we have to offer.
The Fackler Monument Company of Montpelier, Ohio, serving families in the tri-state area since 1924.
This spring, pick your power. Steel fuel-powered equipment delivers proven performance and efficiency, and the Steel Lightning battery system delivers the power to do more on a single charge. Get the all-new BGA 45 battery-powered blower for just $129.95, or pick the popular MS-170 chainsaw for just $179.95. Pick your power, and then pick up a Steel. All prices BES SRP at participating retailers.
See Black Swamp Equipment or go to blackswampequipment.net.
The cold weather season is the perfect time to think ahead to summer. Check out the pool place inside the Handyman Hardware in quaint downtown West Unity. They have a full line of pool supplies along with electronic water testing to keep your water crystal clear. Their knowledgeable staff has a combined 20 years of pool chemistry and pool installation, so if you've always dreamed of laying around a pool all summer, they can help you make that dream come true. From liner replacement to updating old equipment, they have competitive prices that won't leave you shocked. Next time before heading out of town, stop by and check out the pool place in downtown West Unity. Welcome back to the pregame show. We continue on with our conversation with the coach, and we are talking with Edon head coach Kayla Walker. And Kayla, I'll be honest, I'm not really sure where to begin. Boy, a tough one for you the other night. Earlier this week, another 2-point loss. Just sounds like just let an opportunity get away, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes down to possessions and turnovers and knocking down free throws, we have to have those throughout the entire game. So got to make adjustments on the little things and hopefully turn the corner.
Talk to me about maybe the stretches that you were able to do some good things. What did you see that you liked, maybe some positives that you pulled out from the game Tuesday with Montpelier?
Yeah, I was really happy with our press. I thought the girls did a nice job. Forcing them into some turnovers, and then we were able to convert on some of those turnovers. Offensively, they executed at the right time. They're making their chippies and just getting good looks at the basket. But our defense was the start of our offense.
Has defense been something you've been pleased with so far this year?
Yes, that's usually our strong suit is the defensive end. We threw a few different looks at them defensively on Tuesday night, so we'll continue to mix things up and hopefully convert on the offensive side.
Well, I think this is maybe 5 losses by less than 10 points and your third 2-point loss. I mean, mentally, how do you even approach something like that? I mean, it's, 3. I mean, that just comes down to, like we were talking, just one possession a game almost.
Yeah, you have to stay positive. I feel like at this point, you can't beat them down. We got to stay positive as a team and as a coaching staff and continue to point out the good things that we're doing, because they're doing a lot of good things, and we're right there. We are. So just continue to enforce the positive things and tighten up on those small details in practice and carry over to the game.
Well, one of the nice things about basketball is, it's a couple of days later, you get another game and another chance. So you get Hilltop tonight. What do you know about them?
The Baker girl inside, I know she's been bringing the ball up for them. She can shoot it from the outside, and she's a force in the inside, so we have to know where she's at tonight. We're looking to pressure their ball handlers, hopefully get out and get some steals and get some layups, but definitely have to shut Baker down tonight.
Tempo-wise, Kayla, what would you like to see in this game unfold?
I mean, I'd like to see us get out and run and force some turnovers out of our press. Our girls do a nice job of that. So I think if we can get up early and just get some easy buckets and get some positivity and some momentum flowing, and hopefully carry that through 4 quarters and, hopefully come out on top.
You're talking about the press and everything. How important is it to take advantage when you do get those turnovers? I think you see a lot of teams, they force a turnover and they feel like, well, we just won the battle. But it's more than just getting the turnover. Then you need to attack off of that, right?
Absolutely. When we are able to get a steal or force a turnover, we have to convert. We can't go down and turn it over on our end as well. So, you get a look at a layup, you got to put it in. If you got an open teammate, you got to make the right pass. And be able to convert and not turn it over ourselves.
All right, let's talk about keys for Edon here tonight. Give me a couple of big factors that'll be important for your girls tonight.
Taking care of the basketball, for one. Our turnovers, we have to limit the amount of turnovers we're having each game, and we have to convert from the free throw line. We got to get better there.
It's our conversation with the coach as we talk with Edon head coach Kayla Walker. Kayla, always appreciate the time. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Stay with us. More on the pregame show coming up.
The more your life changes, the more your insurance needs change. See Danielle Van Atta of Danielle Van Atta Agency today. She can conduct a free personal insurance review to help you determine how much and what type of coverage is right for you, with no costly gaps or overlaps. Interested? Phone Danielle Van Atta today at 419-636-0408. Always supporting student athletes and coaches in the Edon School District, the Edon Athletic Boosters. The Edon Athletic Boosters would like to take this opportunity to salute the student athletes and coaches in tonight's game. Hey, how would you like to be a part of the Edon Athletic Boosters? Come to a meeting and find out what they're all about. Maybe even volunteer at a concession stand. For more information, phone 419-272-3213. The Edon Athletic Boosters, supporting student athletes and coaches in Edon.
Are you in need of quality furniture and appliances? Look no further than Direct Link Appliance and Furniture. With Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid appliances, and now featuring Ashley Furniture and Jameson mattresses, you'll find everything you need for your home. Plus, their trained technicians provide service on all makes and models of appliances. With unbeatable prices and impeccable customer service, Direct Link Appliance and Furniture is your one-stop shop for all your home needs. Don't wait. Shop Direct Link Appliance and Furniture today.
Your friends at your neighborhood Edon Farmers Co-op Country Store would like to invite you to stop in at the Edon, Montpelier, and Edgerton stores to check out their complete line of pet supplies, animal feed, and outdoor products. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff is ready to answer all of your questions concerning their complete line of Kalmbach, Land O'Lakes, and much, much more. For your convenience, your purchase can be carried to your vehicle by one of their employees. Be sure to stop by soon and see them at your hometown country store, the Edon Farmers Co-op.
It's the pregame show, and it's our conversation with the coach. We're talking with Hilltop head coach Troy Grimm. And, well, Troy, since we last talked, 3 consecutive wins for the girls. Overall, happy with what you've seen out of the last 3 from them?
Yeah, we're showing improvement every time out and every time we take the floor, even in practice. So that's a big plus for us, obviously. We want to keep building on that, but very happy with the way we've been playing lately.
Let's talk about that improvement on the court. What have you seen that's better now than maybe at the beginning of the year?
I think just the comfort level of the girls getting used to playing with each other. They're trusting each other a little bit more, and the chemistry is getting much better. Because like I said before, us, like a lot of the schools in the league, I got some young girls and are trying to infuse them in, if you will, some playing time. So once they get used to each other, they feel comfortable, and they've been feeding off each other very well.
You know, Troy, for someone listening, and I'm glad you brought that up, for someone listening that doesn't really understand the power of that cohesiveness, that chemistry out there, when you've got everyone on the same page, isn't it?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. And some of it, to be honest, comes down to a trust factor. You trust your teammate's going to be there. You know they're going to knock that shot down if you give it to them in the good spot. And we've been doing that much better the last couple games.
And I know as a coach, you're always looking to get better each and every day out, practice games and in every aspect of the game. Lately, what have been some of the things, maybe even in practice, that you've really been spending some extra time on trying to work at?
Trying to reduce the turnovers. That's been the big thing for us all year. We did a little bit better the last game. Striker, we had quite a few, but we overcame them. But the turnovers, just getting better passes and just running our offense, and at the same time recognizing. I always tell them we don't want to be robots out there. Let's go where they're not. It's a simple game. I always tell them it's a simple game if you let it be. So that's getting increasing. We always talk, even the coaches sometimes, the basketball IQ. Increasing their basketball IQ. Just because we want them to be in spot A doesn't mean you have to be there if somebody's already there. It doesn't do any good for us.
All right, so next up for you, another road trip, this time to Edon. What do you know about them?
Coach Walker, she'll have them playing hard. Typically, they're a physical team as well. And whenever you go to Edon, you're going to get their best shot over there. And they've been playing well. I know the record, I believe, doesn't indicate how well they've been playing. I think they only have 1 win on the season. They've played a lot of basketball like us, but they played some very good teams very well. So she's looking to turn it around. at the same time as we are, and it should be a great battle.
You know, Troy, I know this is not a league game between you two, but you're going on the road to a league opponent. How tough is it to win on the road against league teams? I mean, this is a big challenge anytime you go out in the league.
Oh, definitely. I mean, when you go in last week or whenever we went into Stryker and got a win on the road, that's huge. I mean, it's tough in our league to go on the road and get a win no matter who you're playing. I mean, it's just a different atmosphere, and we knew the last game Stryker was going to take a run at us because that's what they do. They're Stryker, and they did, but we held on, and it was a good character-building win for us.
It's our conversation with the coach. We are talking with Hilltop head coach Troy Grimm. And Troy, appreciate the time. Always enjoy the conversation. Best of luck in this one.
All right. Thank you, guys.
We'll take a break. More in the pregame coming up.
The weather is turning the corner, and it's a great time to freshen up the outside of your home with Clark & Kensington Paint from Donaldson's Ace Hardware on North Union Street in Bryan. You'll find all you need at Donaldson's, from brushes and rollers to the best paint on the market. Clark & Kensington. It's ultra durable, resists cracking, peeling, and flaking, provides a mold and mildew-resistant finish with VOC, and it can be applied in temperatures as low as 35 degrees. So finish up your painting projects with paint from Donaldson's Ace Hardware in Bryan. Ace, the helpful place.
Good luck to all Hilltop athletes and coaches as you compete in tonight's game. This message is being brought to you by the Hilltop Athletic Boosters. The Hilltop Athletic Boosters knows how hard every player and coach works and competes in every practice, meet, and game. If you'd like to be a member of the Hilltop Athletic Boosters, phone 419-799-0253 or like them on Facebook for more information. Good luck, Hilltop athletes and coaches from the Hilltop Athletic Boosters.
Hello, this is Dan Waldron, president of Camco Industries in West Junior, Ohio and Morenci, Michigan. The Christmas and New Year holiday is a great time to enjoy with friends and family. The Camco family of over 500 associates would like to wish you a very Merry Christmas, and we hope 2024 brings everyone happiness and success. We wish everyone to have a safe and wonderful holiday season.
Welcome back here to Edon as we inch closer to the opening tip tonight. Just a little background on the seasons. We'll still meet the lineups, get Coach H's thoughts, and have the opening tip for tonight. The only Edon win of the year came back in that opening weekend when they rolled over North Central. Since then, losses. And Montpelier. Montpelier 1 possession. Stryker 1 possession. Paulding 1 possession. Antwerp a 3-possession loss, but it was close all night long there. And as we said, Fremont ended up 14, but it was also a tight matchup. Hilltop's been streaky. 0-4 start, losses to Montpelier, Pettisville, Liberty Center, and Tenora. But now they've rattled off 3 straight wins over North Central, Stryker, and Hicksville entering tonight. So it's Hilltop 3-4, Edon at 1-6 on the season. As we said, we'll let you know a lot more information as we continue. Tell you what, let's go ahead and meet the lineups. For Edon, Natalie Wolford, a 5'9 junior. Grace Ripke, a 5'9 sophomore. Jasa Craven, a 5'2 senior. Jenna Ripke, a 5'8 sophomore. And Addison Briner, a 5'11 sophomore. For the Hilltop Cadets, coached by Troy Grimm, it'll be Molly Dickinson, a 5'4 sophomore. Bryn Rodriguez, a 5'10 sophomore. Libby Baker, a 6'2 junior. Elena Van Arsdalen, a 5'4 junior, and Sophia Crossgrove, a 5'7" freshman. Your lineups from Fackler Monument Company, downtown Montpelier. Tri-State Vision Center officials working the game tonight who have their eyes on the game. They are Mike Basinger, Alan Miller, and Craig Dravis. For all of your eye care needs, it's Tri-State Vision Center of Northwest Ohio. A final timeout, Coach H's thoughts, and the opening tip when we come back.
Hello, I'm Paul Rorig Jr.
And I'm Sierra with the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio.
Are you searching for a lasting memorial to honor your loved ones? Let us guide you through the entire process of choosing a memorial with compassion and care.
Come visit our showroom. We have the largest indoor display in the tri-state area.
Fackler Monument Company, where 3 generations of tradition and trust come together.
Visit our website at facklermonument.com. We have been serving families in the tri-state area since 1924.
You worked hard
hard for your money. That's why we see to it that your money works hard for you, not someone else. At Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, our earnings belong to our members and go right back to work for you, from better rates to lower fees. We've got the products and people to help you build a more fantastic future every step of the way. Join 14,000 other people just like you who want to do more with their money. Imagine a different possibility at Midwest Community Federal Credit Union.
Good luck to all the athletes from North Central from the Kidston Family Companies of Pioneer. The Kidston Family Companies want to take this opportunity to salute all of the hard work of the athletes and coaches. And they want to say good luck not only in this game, but in the rest of the school year and all of the competitions. The Kidston Family Companies of Pioneer saying good luck to the North Central Eagles in tonight's game. The North Central Athletic Boosters would like to thank our student athletes for their hard work and dedication, both in the classroom and on the court this season. They know how much hard work and dedication the players put into every practice and game, and the North Central Athletic Boosters are proud to be supporters. The North Central Boosters also want to give a big thanks to the parents and loyal Eagle fans. Play hard, play proud, and go Eagles.
All right, welcome back. Coach Yates, let's get thoughts tonight. How does Hilltop win on the road, in your opinion?
They've got to be ready to defend Natalie Wofford. She does such a good job on the boards, gets a lot of those stick backs, and they got to make sure they put a body on her, keep her off of them. Take care of the basketball. You know, they've had their problems. We saw them, you know, at striker of turning the ball over several times. Still won big, but they did mishandle the ball on several occasions. I think, too, you know, as always, you got to make your free throws. I think that could be a fairly close game, so free throws always matter. And then, of course, get their big Libby Baker going early and often.
Let's talk Edon tonight. How do they finally break through?
Well, they got to find a way to slow down Libby Baker. And then they've got to control the others as well, because sometimes you get, you know, excited because you're keeping Libby under control and then you're losing track of other kids. So they got to make sure they're balanced defensively. I think they pressure the guards, get some turnovers, maybe some early run-outs and get some confidence going. Again, rebound the basketball. Maybe there's some of those garbage buckets on offense to help them get going.
Libby Baker for Hilltop, Addison Briner for Edon. Final girls game for us in the 2023 portion of the 23-24 schedule. Al Miller ready to throw it in the air, and we're ready to get this thing underway here on a Friday night in girls high school basketball. The opening tip will belong to Hilltop. Van Arsdalen touches it over to the left side. This is a jumper on the way, and it's good for two by Bryn Rodriguez for a quick strike field goal here to begin the night. A deflection by Libby Baker. She causes so much harassment out in front with that length that she has. Now they'll fall back into a 2-3 look defensively. Edon's going to see a ton of, I think, zone this year until they can prove they can beat you from the perimeter. Inside on a low post interchange, they get it to Briner, unable to get the lay-in to go. That also has been a theme for Edon this season.
Yeah, you have to hit those. Well executed, just didn't finish.
Paulding leads North Central 27-12 in boys basketball at the end of one tonight. We'll keep you updated on games throughout the evening. Around the horn, here's Rodriguez on the top of the circle. Right side to Van Arsdalen. Van Arsdalen comes back to Rodriguez. Into the lane it goes. Now here's Crossgrove. Her shot is blocked, but also some body as well. Addison Briner will collect that foul, and going to the line to shoot two will be Crossgrove.
And that's another thing that hurts them, too, getting fouls, getting in foul trouble.
Crossgrove getting 4.5 points, 4 rebounds a game in her freshman season. She is shooting 43% at the foul line, although drills that one. And it is a 3-0 ball game.
Yeah, that's the thing. You look at, both teams, only one senior between the two lineups. Squads, excuse me.
2 for 2 for Crossgrove, 4-0. Again, half-court trap from Hilltop. Dribbling away from it is Grace Ripke. It's deflected away in the corner and knocked out of bounds off of Molly Dickinson.
Yeah, Edon's going to have to handle that pressure. And that's something I think that most teams are doing to him.
Here's Jasa Craven from the baseline. On the left wing, it comes to Grace Ripke. Ripke out in front over to Jenna Ripke, tapped away in that 2-3 by Van Arsdalen.
Yeah, sometimes there you need to, give a little fake. Don't let them know right where you're going to pass the basketball.
Out on the dribble now, it's Craven against the 2-3 as they try to diagnose this. Wolford down to Grace Ripke on the wing, had it taken away by Molly Dickinson. Or check that by Bryn Rodriguez. Rodriguez on a pull-up, snaps it left side to Van Arsdalen, down inside to Baker. Good ball movement by Hilltop. Right back to Baker, called for steps, going to a move. Almost a tentative go-to-her move that time.
I would agree. She was tentative, and that's not like her. Usually when she catches it, she has a plan.
Walking it up now and getting a takeaway is Baker in that half-court trap. Banging her way through the painted area, has her shot blocked, and the loose ball is going to be picked up by Craven in the far side corner.
Not something you say very often about Libby Baker, having her shot blocked, but she started that shot low.
Now it's Craven in the half court to Ripke. Grace over to Jenna, launches a three and circles it home.
And that's something that they need, because we've seen them take those shots and haven't been able to connect. If they can get a couple of those threes down, they'll be in good shape.
And Edon forces a turnover. Left side, here is Craven. Craven circles it back over to the right to Grace Ripke, or to Jenna Ripke. Down low, shot is rejected as they find Briner, and Briner's shot blocked. They get 3.5 blocks a game, and it's Libby Baker who gets them. She has it, dribbles all the way down to the baseline, and has it tapped out of bounds.
Yeah, and that's just one of those situations where Addison's got to catch. She's got to give a ball fake, get her up in the air, and then go into her body, create a foul situation.
Here's Baker, a catch and shoot three from the left point, no good. Muscled down on the interior by Crossgrove. It's a rebound tie-up, and it'll belong to Edon. Defiance 9-4 over St. Mary's in WBL boys basketball. I'll get a chance to see Defiance host Bryan tomorrow night. And a steal out of the pressure by Hilltop. Off that left side, Crossgrove out to Rodriguez for three. Off the heel, no good. Long board is on the deck, saved by Briner for Edon. She'll shovel it off to Grace Ripke. Up ahead for Wolford, too far, and it sails out of bounds. So it'll go back over to Hilltop.
Yeah, Wolford, their pass was just a little bit out of her reach.
So now it'll be inbounded. Archbold 19-7 over Ayersville. Hilltop basketball. It'll be thrown in on that far side. We had a whistle and a foul called in that exchange on Jasa Craven. Team second of the quarter, Craven's first. 3 minutes in, 4-3 our score here in this one. Hilltop in front. Here's Dickinson across the timeline, up ahead to Baker. Baker at the free throw line, sends it left wing over to Dickinson. Now flashing through, it's Baker on a step and a swing around. Shot no good. Again, partially blocked. And it'll ricochet out of bounds off of Hilltop. Edon again will try to grab their first lead of this early going here. As Hilltop waits with that 1-2-2 half-court pressure. Middle of the floor, Grace Ripke, and Dickinson on a reach from behind gets the first foul of the night for the Cadets.
Yeah, it looks like Edon needs to have a two-guard front. They're taking her on one-on-one, and it's like, no, get a two-guard front.
Here comes Nevaeh Smith, who has really settled in nicely in her freshman year as that sixth man off the bench. 32-19, Wayne Trace over Liberty Center. Turnover Edon.
That's the right pass, though. Jenna just stopped her move, or Grace Ripke just stopped.
Backcourt with it, Bryn Rodriguez looks up the floor. Baker got behind Edon's pressure and got an easy lay-in for two for Libby Baker's first points of the night.
Yeah, and that can't happen.
Libby averaging a double-double, 19 points, 10 rebounds a game. Here's Wolford with a great catch in traffic over to Jenna Ripke. Her pass too tall for Addison Briner, and it's another Edon turnover.
6. I have them at 6 with just, 2 minutes in?
4. Not quite 4 in.
Excuse me, yes.
Yeah. So midway through the quarter, it's a 6-3 Hilltop lead. Circling on the dribble to the left side is Baker. She flips it out. Dickinson from downtown is good, and I think that's going to be enough for Kayla Walker, and it is. Timeout on the floor. Good start for Hilltop. They have grabbed early control, leading at 9-3 on B-Rock Sports.
Always supporting student athletes and coaches in the Edon School District, the Edon Athletic Boosters. The Edon Athletic Boosters would like to take this opportunity to salute the student athletes and coaches in tonight's game. Hey, how would you like to be a part of the Edon Athletic Boosters? Come to a meeting and find out what they're all about. Maybe even volunteer at a concession stand. For more information, phone 419-272-3213. The Edon Athletic Boosters, supporting student athletes and coaches in Edon.
Well, I mentioned going to that commercial break, H. Great start for Hilltop and getting the 9-3 lead. Dreadful start for Edon and just way too careless with the basketball.
Yeah, they're not dissecting this half-court trap very well at all.
Grace Ripke off the left side. Ripke held up by Dickinson. It's a jump ball, and the arrow goes Hilltop's way, so it becomes another turnover. What do they need to do differently? What aren't they doing well right now?
They're holding on to the basketball too long. They're dribbling into the to the person in the middle. Actually, right now they're just, like I said, one-on-one. They need a two-man front, and they need to get a pass off before the defense has the time to set itself.
Half-court pressure also being applied by Edon throughout this quarter. The bounce pass thrown that time by Kennedy Bailey is kicked away, and it will remain Hilltop basketball. Bailey in for the first time, so is Kenley Rout. As Coach H mentioned, no seniors. Well, one senior for Hilltop, one senior for Edon. On the interior, a foul is called, and it's going to be on Briner, which will be her second, and it'll put Bailey on the line to shoot a pair. Great job of getting it into the paint. They're having success going into the key.
Yeah, that time actually it was a blocked shot on Baker again, but no seal out on that, or it came short, and so Addison Briner picks up her second foul. And again, that's one of the things that has been troubling for that young lady. She can't keep herself on the floor. She gets herself into foul trouble.
Bailey hits the free throw. Hilltop now 3 for 3 in this opening quarter, and a banked-in free throw for Bailey to make it 4 for 4. And they add to their lead at 11-3. A 7-0 run by Hilltop, and now a dribble lost by Nevaeh Smith. Kicks into the backcourt. It's off the leg of Hilltop. Grabbed and then thrown away by Craven. And right now, Edon just a sloppy start to this one.
Really
Some
sloppy.
of it because of Hilltop, but
Yes,
I would say
absolutely.
most of it right now is because of errors by Edon.
Yeah. And what a half-court trap or any trap tries to do to you is speed you up, and that's what's happening. It's speeding them up.
High post facing, firing, and in and out, no good for Baker. Rebound to Edon, poked away by Baker, who was still lingering there in the backcourt. It'll remain Edon ball. 3:09 left, first quarter. 11-3 Hilltop on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Craven up the far sideline to Smith. Smith now to Wolford. Down it goes to Jenna Ripke. Right back to Wolford, who lost the handle and fumbled it away out of bounds. And that'll be 9 turnovers here in the opening quarter.
9. And again, that one I'll take because, you know, that you're at least trying to get the basketball to the basket.
Here's Baker, shows the ball to Wolford, and one. Strong finish, and now an opportunity at the three-point play for Libby Baker.
Yeah, that's just, you're not moving your feet. Not moving your feet.
Baker, 74% free throw shooter. As we said, 19 points, 10 rebounds a game. Wolford collects her first foul. And that is 5 fouls now on Edon in this opening quarter. So Hilltop can be very successful. Oh, they're already successful, but can add to their success if they can keep getting to the line. Another turnover by Edon as the pass for Ripke from Ripke was given away. Edon does take it right back, though. Good ball pressure that time to get it back.
Yeah, the Warner girl just came off the bench.
And that is Addison Warner, who's in for the first time, 5'6" junior. Along the baseline, now they find Smith. Her shot blocked by Baker. That was just the fourth shot attempt for the quarter from Edon. Loose ball grabbed by Smith. She's on the deck. Wraparound pass for Grace Ripke and a reach and a hold on Kennedy Bailey for Hilltop. 14-3. This is a 10-zip run right now by Hilltop.
Yeah, and it's turnovers. I mean, that's the story of the quarter for the Blue Bombers. They just can't hang on to the ball.
Jasa Craven wants to inbounds from the baseline. They're making sure that they want 3-3 on the board, and it should be 2-3, and now they're correcting it. It's Bailey, the freshman, getting her first personal. 2 fouls in the quarter on Hilltop. Craven to inbounds and threw it wide and high of Smith. It goes all the way into the backcourt. It'll be tracked down, though, by Jenna Ripke. Gives to Grace Ripke. Right to left come the Bombers. 2 and change to play in the first. Desperately needing a basket. Pass right side broken up by Bailey. Up ahead to Baker. Baker to the rim. The runner is good on a layup. 2 more for Libby Baker. 7 for the game. 16-3 Hilltop. The nightmare start for Edon continues. Got to find a way to dig out of this. And Warner is knocked to the deck and fouled by Crossgrove.
She's a bright spot. Warner's come in and been a bright spot. She at least getting her hands on the ball that time, was being aggressive, trying to take it to the basket, drew the foul.
Kelsey Conley, another freshman, 5'7" for Hilltop, is in. Wolford returns for Edon for Craven. $1:53 to play in the quarter. 16-3. Hilltop on the Andres O'Neill and Low scoreboard. Grace Ripke out to Smith. Swings it around left side. Jenna Ripke, who has the only field goal of the night for Edon right now. And nearly gave it back away. Now here's Smith into the lane. The drive, the find. Wolford rainbow jumper is good. And that'll end the 12-0 run. Evergreen leads Pettisville at halftime. Girls hoops 24-18. A much needed basket.
I was just getting ready to say that. Much needed.
Here's Baker off to the right side. Spins away from Wolford. Attacks. Block shot that time by Wolford. And that's going to be out of bounds, I guess, off of the Hilltop miss. So maybe not
sure.
a block.
I don't know how that can be.
Wasion whipping Edgerton in boys hoops, 32-12 at halftime. Here's Jenna Ripke, wing left side, foul line extended. Now bounces out in front. 1:10 to play in the quarter. 16-6. To the right it goes. Here's Nevaeh Smith. Should be 16-5. They gave that a 3. That wasn't a 3 from Wolford. That's what I thought.
Nope.
Here's Grace Ripke, a straight-on look at a 2. It was a long 2, no good. The board to Hilltop and Baker, who brings it. Stops at the three-point line. 45 seconds to play. Now it's Conley. Chest pass to the right side to Bailey. Back out to Conley. To Baker on the left point. Baker directing traffic. Baker now moving over to the right side of the floor. 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Flashing out high now, and they give it off to Rodriguez. To Baker, the leaner. Off glass, no. Rebound put back, no, by Baker. Rebound Wolford for Edon, and a reach and a foul on Rodriguez. Rodriguez gets it, her first, with 22 seconds to play here in quarter number 1. 16-5. If you're in the gym and have your ears on, it is 16-5. They have it wrong on the board. It's a 3 for Jenna Ripke and a 2 for Natalie Wolford for their points. 15 to shoot. Smith to Grace Ripke near side. Trap coming. Gives to Jenna Ripke. Down low to a wide open Warner. The leaner is blocked. Rebound saved. No, it's not saved by Kenley Rout. She had her hands on it, flipping it back, and she stepped out of bounds. So it'll be Edon possession with 8.2 remaining here in the first. Nevaeh Smith from the baseline. Launches it into Grace Ripke. Back to Smith. Smith works into the paint. Too strong off the backboard. Here's Baker. 2-1. Half court heave. No, it was online.
Online.
That'll do it for the first quarter. A quarter dominated by Hilltop. 16-5. Cadets after 1 on V-Rock Sports.
Your friends at your neighborhood Edon Farmers Co-op Country Store would like to invite you to stop in at the Edon, Montpelier, and Edgerton stores to check out their complete line of pet supplies, animal feed, and outdoor products. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff is ready to answer all of your questions concerning their complete line of Kalmbach, Land O'Lakes, and much more. For your convenience, your purchase can be carried to your vehicle by one of their employees. Be sure to stop by soon and see them at your hometown country store, the Edon Farmers Co-op.
Beat the chill at Knocking Point Outfitters. Thaw heating products, rechargeable seats, hand warmers, and heated wraps for cold weather comfort. Grab a gift card for the perfect outdoor gift. Visit them on County Road 17, just south of US Route 6, outside of Bryan. Knocking Point Outfitters, your warmth destination.
Halftime, St. Mary's is leading Defiance 28-19 boys basketball. Pretty easy storyline here.
Turnovers.
Yep.
Got 11 of them for the Edon Blue Bombers, only have 3 for Hilltop. Hilltop shooting 5 of 14 for 36% with Edon at 25%, but it's just turnovers. You got to take better care of the basketball.
Hilltop 5 of 14 from the field, 1 of 4 from the three-point line. Edon 2 of 8 and 1 for 1 shooting the three. 7 for Libby Baker, leading the way here in this one as far as leading scorers are concerned. It'll be inbounded on the far sideline by Edon, trailing 16-5. Still haven't corrected that, but it is a 16-5. She was nowhere near shooting a three. Here's Jenna Ripke. Out high it goes to Grace Ripke. Now to Nevaeh Smith. Over to the right side. Now back to Grace Ripke, just below the foul line. Shot on the way, no good. Baker the rebound. As we said, a double-double kid at 19 and 10. Here's Baker.
Yeah, and can even handle it.
Baker had it taken away, though, by Jasa Craven. Craven back to the left side to Ripke. Layup no good. And that was Grace Ripke. And then on the rebound, a jump ball is forced by Hilltop. Possession arrow will come back to Hilltop.
Yeah, had a look there at the basket. Just, again, struggling to put it in.
Up ahead. Dickinson got it, or I'm sorry, Rodriguez got it to Baker, who snuck behind everybody.
Yeah.
Baker the lay-in and a shot at a three-point play again as she was fouled.
Twice that's happened that she snuck behind. I don't know how a 6'2" girl can sneak anywhere, but she has twice now gotten behind the defense and made them pay.
Jenna Ripke gets her first foul. Baker to the line, short on the free throw, offensive rebound, though. Conley rotates it out now. Gives it to Baker, over to Bailey. Got her feet set, fires the three, no good. Rebound, Craven. And up ahead now for Edon to Nevaeh Smith. 18-5, our score, Hilltop. Bounce pass goes to Wolford. Wolford cross court, Jenna Ripke for three, no. Rebound, Rodriguez. Hilltop, left to right come the Cadets.
Definitely could have used that one. It looked good leaving her hand, but...
Here's Bailey in the corner. Short corner entry into Bailey. Turnaround blocked by Grace Ripke. Nice block shot that time by Ripke. They've gotten her 2-3 times in this quarter. Then Bailey grabbed the loose ball, stumbled, and traveled with it. You're listening to high school girls basketball, WBNO FM, Bryan.
That means she must bring that ball down because at 6'2", you shouldn't be blocked.
Cross court, Nevaeh Smith. Smith into the front court. Smith on the wing to the baseline. Smith. Was it deflected away out of bounds? It was, so it'll stay Edon.
Yeah, not a bad idea, but you got to have a plan when you go down in there because you certainly can't pick it up in that. We call that the, death trap down in there.
Crossgrove back on the floor for Hilltop for Rodriguez. Inbounds pass is intercepted by Baker. Another giveaway. 3-on-2 break. Baker into the corner. Firing for three is Dickinson. It's an air ball. And the rebound is on the deck, scooped up by Jasa Craven. 2 minutes in, 18-5 our score. Hilltop out in front as that pass to the left by Craven, broken up by Molly Dickinson.
Yeah, better served Edon would be if they'd give a ball fake or two before they make a pass. Kind of just passing right into the defender.
We're going to wait and see if they make the correction on the board or if they're sticking with it and saying a three. There was no way that shot from Wolford was a three. That's still posted as a three, but it was just a basic 15-footer on the wing. Here's the left side. Craven gives to Grace Ripke. She'll bounce out in front on the right-hand dribble. 5:40 to go in the half. 18-5 Hilltop here on the Andres O'Neill and Low scoreboard. Giving it up now. Here's Craven over to Grace Ripke. 2-3 has been very effective for Hilltop. Craven for three on the right point is an air ball. And Edon now 2 for 12 for the game. And the Hilltop outlet pass up the floor from Dickinson to Bailey. Carries Bailey out of bounds.
Yeah, and if you watch in that 2-3, the upper middle part of the key is open. They need to run a flash cut there. Might not be able to get a shot because you'll have Baker obviously coming to defend, but then you ought to be able to slide it to either wing.
Here's Wolford. Cross court over to the right side to Ripke. Jenna to Grace Ripke. Now she'll funnel it back out in front here to Jasa Craven. Craven on the bounce right side, very deliberately on the wing. Skip pass to Smith. Now around the horn it goes to Jenna Ripke. On the wing, back to Craven. Post entry and a foul from behind Little nickel and dimer on Libby
Baker.
Baker.
Just thinking the same thing.
Her first.
Definitely nickel and dimer, but that's what you need. You need to get some action through that middle there. Make Baker have to defend, so maybe you do get her fouling, even if it's a nickel and dimer.
4:50 to go. Jenna Ripke from downtown, short on the 3. Offensive rebound, though, Edon. Wolford resets with Craven. Here's Craven, topside. A spin dribble to Grace to now Jenna Ripke. Back into the hands now of Nevaeh Smith. Smith, bounce pass on the wing to Grace Ripke. Gets it back out to Jenna Ripke. Ripke, a couple of dribbles to the elbow, now to Smith. Shot fake to a baseline move, which was taken away, sealed off by Hilltop's 2-3. Here's Ripke, swatted away, get it out of here, says Baker. Loose basketball, grabbed by Edon, and they'll reset. Miller City leads PH 30-20 in boys basketball. Here's Jenna Ripke on the wing. Wanted to go baseline, wasn't there. Halfway home in the second. 18-5 it remains.
You can see that space in there where it's open.
Smith on the baseline, gives it up back out in front now. Grace Ripke comes over to Jasa Craven. Here's Craven. Pull up and an offensive foul on a moving screen on Nevaeh Smith.
Yep.
Her first.
Nice idea, but you can see that open area there, and what Wolford is doing is she's just kind of going into Libby Baker instead of separate from her and pull Baker up.
Full court pressure now from Edon, trying to get Hilltop in a hurry. Here's Crossgrove on the wing. Crossgrove out on top. Conley, extra pass over to Baker. Baker back to Conley. 3.5 to go, first half. Hilltop in full command here, up 18-5. Van Arsdalen to the left wing. Over to Conley. Corner and the entry to the post. Baker shot blocked by Ripke as she tried to go to that leaner on the left wing. Bryn Rodriguez for Libby Baker, who will get her first breather of this opening half. And I think Troy Grimm recognized maybe a little fatigue there.
Yeah, could be, you're right. But all I can figure is she brings that ball down because she should not get blocked.
Dickinson's 3 is no good. Archibald pounding Ayersville. Boys hoops 39-17 at the half. We're nearing the half here tonight in girls basketball. 18-5 Hilltop on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. 3-2 look defensively from Edon. Van Arsdalen flips it left wing. Dickinson down the baseline to Conley. Now it's to Rodriguez. Skip pass to Dickinson. Now Van Arsdalen. Van Arsdalen thought about a 3. Instead comes right side to Conley. Back out Van Arsdalen. Good look to the post to Crossgrove, who turns and draws the foul, and Sophia Crossgrove will shoot a pair. That foul will be on Grace Ripke, and it'll be her second of the opening half. Off the bench comes Maddie Ogden, starting to see a few more minutes here and there.
Yep. Good ball movement there by Hilltop. Created that opening where she attacked the basket.
Crossgrove missed the first free throw. Back in for, there's the Ogden check-in, I beg your pardon, for Grace Ripke with the 2 fouls. Second free throw by Sophia Crossgrove. Front rim, no. Rebound, Ogden. Outlet now to Smith for Edon. Up ahead they come on the right-hand dribble. Smith to Craven. Around the horn to the wing to Grace Ripke. Or check that, Jenna Ripke. Jenna Ripke back out in front. Intended for Craven. The step in and steal by Dickinson. Dickinson, nice no-look left side. Van Arsdalen has her shot blocked away and out of bounds off Jenna Ripke. Baker, after that quick blow, back in at the 2:24 mark, so got about a minute or so on the bench.
Yeah, if you watch again, Edon down below, they're just matching up to the defenders instead of finding the open space.
Step back 3, no from Baker. Rebound loose on the deck, still loose, and now a tie-up. Possession arrow goes to Edon. Halftime in boys, Kalida trails Holgate 26-10.
I think Baker decided she's tired of being blocked down under. She's going to go out the three-point line and check one up.
Has some range from the,
yes, she does.
From the perimeter.
Nice-looking shot.
Up the far sideline is Smith. Smith comes back Now it's to Wolford, attacking the rim, muscles it up, no good. The 0 for quarter continues here. Baker rebound and had almost tipped away by Smith, up ahead to Baker. Ricochets up the floor to Rodriguez. Skip pass to Van Arsdalen. Now topside Baker. Hoists the three. That one barely grazed iron. Ogden rips away the rebound for the Bombers. 1:45 to play in the half. Now on the move, Smith for Wolford. Didn't look it in. Off her hands. More and more turnovers for Edon in this game.
15 total I have right now compared to 6 for Hilltop. And, the other night when we did the Hilltop game, Hilltop had that same, they were turning it over a bunch, but they were still able to get a lead.
Here's Van Arsdalen, had it knocked free by Craven, but Van Arsdalen grabbed it back. Now posting, Crossgrove muscles it up. No, but Natalie Wolford leaning a little too much.
Well,
and going back to the line is Crossgrove.
She needs to get down lower and not allow the Crossgrove to push her down underneath. She just allowed her to push her down underneath, and then she fouled her. If she gets down lower, uses her strength, keep Crossgrove from being able to push her down underneath.
Foul shot is good for Sophia Crossgrove. Edon, by the way, 0 for 7 in the quarter, 2 for 15 for the half from the field to go along with all those turnovers. That is not a good for those of you listening, that's not a good offensive stat.
Not going to work.
Neither of them, yeah.
Nope.
Baker out. 129, and you're up a sizable margin of 20-5 according to us, 20-6 according to the book down at the table, which we're going to check on at halftime. 3 is no good by Jenna Ripke. Long rebound, loose on the floor, digging it out nicely. Crossgrove, who's had a good first half.
Yes, she has.
Up ahead, intended for Dickinson, and Wolford just crashed into her. I have Natalie for 3, but the board only had her for 1 to be 4. But that foul, it doesn't matter. They're not calling it on Wolford.
Not calling it a foul. Calling it on.
They called that one on Dickinson for Hilltop, which will be her second.
Interesting. I just thought it was 2 kids going for the ball, and then it got knocked out of bounds. I'm not sure.
Right now, Scores Book has Wolford just for 1 foul. So we'll keep it at that. On the wing, Jenna Ripke for Edon. 60 seconds left. Ripke pull up on the move. Off target, no good. And the board to Hilltop. Here comes Rodriguez. Middle of the floor to the top of the circle in the half-court offense. Dribble handoff now to Bailey. Bailey, high post to Conley. Conley gives to Rodriguez, and it won't dance in. 3/4 of the way down and came right back out. Edon ball now after the rebound by Ogden. 30 seconds to play in the first half. Smith, baseline right, Jenna Ripke. Back out in front now to Craven. Craven between the circles. Left side, Smith launches a 3. Glass is good for the first points of the quarter for Edon.
And they'll take the bank.
And now 12 to shoot. 20-8 we have, 20-9 the score has. 7 on the clock. Angling right side, Bailey was trying to make the catch, denied away by Craven. And she swatted it out of bounds. That'll leave Hilltop 4 seconds.
Yeah, that time Hilltop looked that pass right in and can't do that.
So Baker for an offensive substitution here for Conley. Going to try to use her size on an inbounds here.
I would say a lob of some sort, even though it's coming in from the side.
Rodriguez flashing. It's Baker. Denied away, though, nicely by Natalie Wolford from half court. Smith for 3. No good.
Nice job to have the idea to shoot it up there.
That'll do it for the first half of basketball, controlled by Hilltop. We'll check and see what the score is. We have 20-8 our score, and Hilltop with the lead. Back in just a moment.
Peltz Lumber Company in Montpelier and Pioneer has some exciting news. Not only has Peltz been bringing you the finest in building materials for generations, now they have a new website with a huge selection of items for you to browse right at your fingertips and in your own home. Just go to peltzlumber.com and hit the products button, and there it is. Tools, hardware, lumberyard and building materials, windows, doors, kitchen and bath. Check out the items you need and the prices, and stop by the store in Montpelier or Pioneer, or give them a call at 419-485-3059. Peltz Lumber, building for a new generation.
Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, wants to say good luck to the Edon Bombers in tonight's athletic contest. Precise Metal Form is a proud supporter of Edon Bomber athletics, both boys and girls sports. Precise Metal Form in Bryan, saluting the athletes on all of their hard work and wishing them the best of luck in this athletic contest. Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, saying go Bombers in this game. Your home is the one place where everything should be perfect, including your air. Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services helps you achieve the perfect air you deserve with reliable, groundbreaking, award-winning Lennox products. Call Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services and see how soon you can get a Lennox home comfort system that'll help improve your health and your mood. It doesn't get any more perfect than that. Call us today at 1-800-329-4040 or visit us at starksphs.com.
If you've been thinking about a remodeling project for your home or business, Field Supply Center in Blakesley should be your first choice. Field Supply Center in Blakesley and not only has all the lumber for that project, they also have all the building supplies you'll need, along with everything you need for the project, including the cabinetry, plus the expertise to help make your home even more beautiful. It's all at Field Supply Center, located in Blakesley. Field Supply Center, wishing good luck to all the players in tonight's game.
Welcome back to Edon and the main stops of Northwest Ohio. Halftime report. Our halftime score has been confirmed, at least by the books. And you know, I'm an easygoing kind of guy. I usually just go with the flow, and you rarely hear me say something like this, but they're both wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
They both, and I know people are saying, well, come on, Andy, you're not. Natalie Wolford was given a 3, and she was not close to it. I need to see the film to have it, the old eye test.
Agreed.
But we got to go with it.
Yep.
So it's 20-9, which means we have a little bit of an anomaly here that you don't see very often. Edon has no 2-point field goals then officially in this first half of play.
So I guess your second half, just check it from the 3-point line.
Let's take a look at the numbers and how things shake out here in the first half of play. Let's begin with Hilltop in command. Libby Baker leading the way with 9. Sophia Crossgrove with 4. Molly Dickinson 3. Bryn Rodriguez with 2. And Kennedy Bailey with 2 for Hilltop. For Edon, Natalie Wolford 3. Jenna Ripke 3. Nevaeh Smith with 3. Shooting the basketball, neither team shot the ball particularly well in that first half of play. Hilltop was 6 of 24 from the field, including 1 of 9 from 3. Edon 3 of 19 from the field, 3 for 8 from behind the 3-point line. That's really the only reason they're down only 11 is because of 3 made threes. Yep. Because what Suzanne's going to talk about is the storyline really of the entire first half as she gives her numbers.
Yeah, the turnovers is the story, as Edon has 15 compared to Hilltop 7. Rebounding's pretty similar. I have Edon for 3 offensive, 11 defensive for a total of 14. On the flip side, I have Hilltop for 5 offensive and 11 defensive for a total of 16. So, yeah, if Edon cuts down on, has half of those turnovers in the first half, they maybe have a few more points on the board.
For people just tuning in, I mean, this is an easy adjustment question. Edon has to protect they just have to protect it better. So what do they need to do, whether it be fundamentally, X's and O's, all of the above, and what are your fixes here for the second half?
We talked about it a little bit when they're running that odd guard front with Baker out front, which I would too at 6'2", I'd put her there as well. Then you have to get an even front against her so that you are not going right into her. And then you have to give the basketball up sooner. They're waiting too long. They're waiting for the defense to get where they want to be instead of forcing the defense to, be out of position. They're just waiting. They're waiting too long. They're bringing the ball down into the defender instead of passing it beforehand.
All right, for Hilltop and Troy Grimm, what are his biggest second half adjustments?
Well, they're not really shooting the basketball that well, and part of that is they're not going to what I think is the strength of their team, and that is Libby Baker down in the post. Now, that said, she's had it down there several times and actually has been blocked. But still, when you have that much size, you want to try to get the basketball into the perimeter and get those shots 3 to 5 feet from the basket.
Halftime here at Edon, 20-9 our score. Hilltop with the lead. We'll have more to come when we come back.
Hi, this is Mackenzie Now with Andrews O'Neill & Lowe Insurance Agency. Having a winning tradition for over 100 years is a big deal for any team. As our team at Andrews O'Neill & Lowe Insurance Agency celebrates this milestone, we know success does not happen by accident. It takes great teammates and partners like Central Insurance. By dedicating ourselves to the community, our clients, and each other, Andrews O'Neill & Lowe has consistently risen above the rest in protecting your family, assets, and businesses. Thank you to all who have played a role in this 100-year journey. Learn more at andrewsoneillandlowe.com.
I'm here at Fackler Monument in Montpelier, Ohio, with Sierra and Paul Rory Jr., the new owners. But really, Paul, your family has been serving the area for a long time.
That's right, Tim. We're the third generation, and it all started with my Grandpa George.
Paul, many people are being cremated. Are there memorial options for cremation?
Many people still choose a headstone in which the ashes are placed under the monument and sealed within the stone. There's cremation benches where the ashes are placed in the legs of the bench, and there's also columbariums.
So, Sierra, there are many shapes and styles to choose from, whether a traditional burial or cremation?
That's right, and we understand that it can be a little overwhelming. That's why it's important to come talk to us so that we can guide you with our experience to help you pre-plan. Our experienced team realizes that it's not easy to select a memorial in a time of sorrow, so we invite you to come visit with us as part of your pre-planning.
Go online to facklermonument.com to see what we have to offer.
The Fackler Monument Company of Montpelier, Ohio, serving families in the tri-state area since 1924.
This spring, pick your power. Steel fuel-powered equipment delivers proven performance and efficiency, and the Steel Lightning battery system delivers the power to do more on a single charge. Get the all-new BGA 45 battery-powered blower for just $129.95, or pick the popular MS-170 chainsaw for just $179.95. Pick your power, and then pick up a Steel. All prices BES SRP at participating retailers.
See Black Swamp Equipment or go to blackswampequipment.net.
Welcome back out here to Edon. Started the second half just a couple of minutes away. As we remind you, tomorrow night, boys basketball from Defiance. Get a trip over to that gorgeous facility as Defiance will host Bryan tomorrow night in boys hoops. Coverage starts around 7 or so. Bryan Defiance on B-Rock Sports. Start of the second half just minutes away. You've been listening to the main stops of Northwest Ohio. Halftime report, 20-9 here. Hilltop in command. Back for the third quarter in a moment.
The more your life changes, the more your insurance needs change. See Danielle Van Atta of Danielle Van Atta Agency today. She can conduct a free personal insurance review to help you determine how much and what type of coverage is right for you, with no costly gaps or overlaps. Interested? Phone Danielle Van Atta today at 419-636-0408. Always supporting student athletes and coaches in the Edon School District, the Edon Athletic Boosters. The Edon Athletic Boosters would like to take this opportunity to salute the student athletes and coaches in tonight's game. Hey, how would you like to be a part of the Edon Athletic Boosters? Come to a meeting and find out what they're all about. Maybe even volunteer at a concession stand. For more information, phone 419-272-3213. The Edon Athletic Boosters, supporting student athletes and coaches in Edon.
Attention Bryan shoppers. Are you in the market for high-quality appliances and furniture? Look no further than Direct Link Appliance and Furniture. They have a wide selection of Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid appliances, as well as service on all makes and models. And coming soon, they'll be carrying Ashley Furniture and Jameson mattresses. Don't miss out on unbelievable prices and top-notch services on everything you need to turn your house into a home. Visit Direct Link Appliance and Furniture in Bryan today.
Getting ready to start the second half, a 20-9 advantage here in this one for Hilltop. It's the original five for Hilltop: Dickinson, Rodriguez, Baker, Van Arsdalen, and Crossgrove. Remember, another point, not a lot of Addison Briner in that first half for Edon because of foul difficulty. She's back out there along with both Ripke's, Craven, and Wolford, the original five.
And she's an important part of this Lady Bomber squad, and they need her on the floor.
Out high with the basketball is Baker. Baker at the foul line, one dribble, fires right side to Dickinson. Dickinson into the lane, a runner, no, but she's going to be bailed out and will shoot two. See who that personal foul is going to be called on. To be number 3
on Wolford.
On Grace Ripke.
Grace Ripke? I thought Wolford was attached to her.
Foul shot, no good. Girls Hoops 43-28, Evergreen versus Pettisville. I'm going to say this line and see if you can guess who this is. I just got a text. Attention, Suzanne. Attention. Never once did I get any calls from an official.
And I'm supposed to figure out who
is that?
Me.
One of 2 at the foul line.
That would be me.
Who shot those free throws? Dickinson?
Yes.
So that gives her 4. Eden turns it over. You can't think. Who did you think got every call, or who was at midcourt and would throw his jacket?
Oh, Lindsey Keys.
Yeah, he's tuned in right now.
Is he tuned in? Yeah, Lindsey. Yeah. Tell me about it. I was just talking about the other day there, my man.
He got a few calls over you. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, my. Every one. he could be at half court and not get teed up. I had a toe out of the box, and I would get teed up.
Baker with the runner off glass, no good.
He'll admit it now. He wouldn't admit it back in the day, but he'll admit it now. He could throw that coat, whirl it around, be out at half court, and never get it.
So that means he just schmoozed the officials better.
Yeah.
Shot down low, and beg your pardon, Briner is blocked down on the low square.
Schmooze was not really part of my vocabulary, that's for sure.
21-9. Baker, kick out to Van Arsdale and tosses it right side. Low post entry now. Crossgrove puts it on the floor. Lost the handle, but right place, right time, and missing it is Baker. Rebound muscled away by Wolford. Wolford up the near sideline into the front court. Wolford on the wing. Gives to Ripke. Around to Craven. 21-9 our score. Now it's Craven.
I think Jason Craven's a girl that's got to look more for her shot. She doesn't shoot the basketball enough.
Hilltop in that 2-3 still. Down low, and Warner is swatted away by Baker. And now a foul is called by Mike Basinger on that far side. Coming up the floor, it'll be number 3 on Briner.
Yeah, frustration because she's had her 2 shots taken, blocked. Again, ball fake. Ball fake, get them off their feet, go into them. They'll foul you instead of blocking you.
Up to midcourt, or approaching midcourt, Dickinson and Rodriguez lofting it ahead to Dickinson. On the wing to Van Arsdale, and down low to Baker. Baker, surrounded by 4 Bombers, was trying to kick it out and got caught in the painted area for a 3-second call.
I was wondering about that because, she had the basketball.
Allow me.
Move, but
Allow me, December 15th.
Yeah, write that down.
3 seconds.
Thank you, because that's first and last one we'll probably see.
Yep. Until a tournament game.
Yeah.
It'll be called in the district semis.
Yeah.
Eden basketball, a deflection out of bounds off Hilltop. 5:46 left. We're in the third. 21-9 Hilltop on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Went on a 12-0 run when it was 4-3 and have really never relinquished that 12-13, 14-point lead. 12-13. They hadn't got up to 14 yet. Deflection by Van Arsdale and grabbed in the backcourt by Grace Ripke. Eden left to right will reset. Grace over to Jenna Ripke. Again, no 2-point field goals for Eden, at least according to the scorer's book. We think that the Wolford one is a 2, but they have officially put it down as a 3. So no 2-pointers for Eden. On the wing, Craven down low for Wolford, broken up by Baker. Loose basketball, grabbed back by Baker. Here's Baker into the front court. Baker to the foul line. Coming down on 5 to play in the third. Baker shovels it off now to Dickinson. 46-26, St. Mary's over Defiance, end of 3. That's an extremely young Defiance team that we'll see. They lost their first 2, won their next 2. Short on the 3 is Rodriguez. Rebound to Eden. Bryan, 3 up and 2 down after their win over Stryker last night. They've played 4 GMCs and a BBC in their first 5. Stripped is Grace Ripke, but she's also fouled as well. Al Miller, let's see. Personal will be on Molly Dickinson, which will be number 3 on her. Grace Ripke and Addison Briner have 3 for Eden. Kennedy Bailey comes in for Dickinson, who has 3. From the baseline, it's brought into the corner to Wolford, deflected away, stays with Eden.
Yeah, not much movement there on that inbounds play. A lot of stagnation here by the Bombers.
Far side corner, it'll be inbounded. Out to Craven. Craven against the 2-3. Gets a shield from Grace Ripke. Doesn't pull the trigger, though. Now to Jenna Ripke. Back out now to Craven. Despite what feels like a million turnovers by Edon, they're still in this. I mean, it's a 12-point game.
Yeah.
I know it's a climb back. Loose ball, jump ball, stays with the Bombers.
I think it hit a shot or two and get a little confidence going. But, and a credit to Hilltop, they do play good defense and they're long.
Yeah.
So they get into the shooting lane pretty quickly.
Here's Grace Ripke out on top now to Craven, around to Jenna Ripke from downtown for 3. Her second 3 of the night, the 4th for the team, and it's a 9-point game. 21-12 Hilltop. Kennedy Bailey gives it up now to Elena Van Arsdalen. Van Arsdalen dribble handoff to Bryn Rodriguez. Now to Baker at the foul line, 17 feet out, a couple steps above. Shovels it out to Bailey. Baker with a screen. Bailey dribble drive ripped away by Craven. Craven will slow things now. Didn't have numbers, so they'll get into their half court. Here's Ripke down low to Wolford. A spin move, duck under. Shot is blocked. Good hands by a pair of cadets, but staying with it was Briner, and she's fouled on the way up on the left low square.
Yeah, that's one thing Briner has. She's around the ball a lot offensively, and she is really good at getting those offensive boards.
This is a trouble spot for Edon, is at the foul line. Going there will be Briner, who misfires on the first one. 32% free throw shooter. 61-40, Wayne Trace rolls over Liberty Center tonight in boys hoops. Remember, Liberty way behind their basketball players after that football run to the state final. Wasion blitzes Edgerton 60-32. That's a final. Briner knocks in the foul shot. Makes it a 21-13 game. This is as close as Edon has been in a long time. Here's Baker in the post. Spin move back, fouled on the way up. 2 free throws coming for Libby Baker. Personal foul will be Natalie Wolford, who will have her second. Well, if you missed it from earlier this week, the OHSAA has confirmed what was a discussion, and it will be a discussion point. Board of directors and staff in discussions about expanding divisions: baseball, basketball, soccer, softball, and girls volleyball. Administrators and schools are going to have a chance. Second free throw was no good. Baker hitting one of the 2. Hilltop had a putback opportunity that was no good. We'll talk more about it here. Dead ball memos were sent out to all the school districts, and we'll see where this goes. I think we know where the end result's going to end up being. And me personally, I feel like this is just a formality and almost a courtesy that I think that they are their mind it now. And I might be wrong, and I'll be the first to admit it. 3 from Grace Ripke is no good. Long rebound saved by Briner, and I think the minds are already made up at OHSAA headquarters, and we're going to 7 divisions in all of those sports I just mentioned.
I would agree.
Ripke's 3 no good. Rebound putback. Now, what I'll say is if you're a small school like these 2 are, and you move to now a Division 7, you are opening up, like football, more opportunities for your kids to go on deeper runs, because the disparity is, as the numbers they do show. Briner back to the line, no good on the first free throw. But the disparity, by the way, it has to be approved by the board of directors by a majority vote. But one of the reasons why they want to do this is and apparently they are finding this in other states. Several states, including many that have fewer member schools, have done this. Missed the second free throw. The putback is no good and knocked out of bounds. Remember, a 7th division was added in football a decade ago in 2013, but there are more tournament divisions in other states that have fewer member schools. So the memo is saying enrollment disparity is the reason why, where you have a big disparity from the most schools that can be in this division to the fewest amount of schools that can be in this division, and that's the reason why. So we'll see what happens. I think it's going to end up where we think it's going to end up, and that's 7 divisions. Runner by Smith, no good. But
can we also admit probably the real reason?
They claim it's not going to be any more money made by this. It says that specifically in the news release that I can read to you. Okay. Read it to you from, Suzanne. I'm not saying, I'm just telling you what I saw. Archibald 64-29 over Ayersville after 3. I didn't see that one coming tonight. That turnaround
Now that one she shot and nobody touched.
Yep.
And yet they're getting it back. And I don't.
So it'll be Hilltop ball. Up 9, by the way, with 2:04 remaining. Here's Dickinson off the inbounds.
All I'm saying is both state and governments don't do anything that's not going to make more money.
I don't disagree with you. Baker, tough shot. Just wouldn't go off the right side. Boy, Hilltop's struggles continue. They are 0 for 8. They were 1 for 10 in the second, now 0 for 8, and yet they're up 9. Craven from downtown, no good for 3. And part of that reason is Edon's only made 1 shot in this quarter.
Yes.
I know some trips to the free throw line for both teams, but Craven backs out, deflected away, but Craven grabbed it before it went out. 90 seconds left in the third. 22-13, Hilltop. Here's Craven. Skips it over to Jenna Ripke. Catch and shoot 3. No good. Rebound, Baker and Hilltop, and now she has a lane to the basket, although Smith hustled back. Want to take that back, but Smith fouled her and one again for Baker.
Yeah, nice job hustling back. Just hold your position, try to go up straight. Looks like she tried, but Baker smart, kind of brought her body into her.
Paulding is knocked off North Central. That's a final 61-41. First free throw by Baker, or that was an and one, I beg your pardon. That's good, and Troy Grimm wants a timeout. We'll take it with him with 1:14 left in the third. 25-13 Hilltop on B-Rock Sports.
Your friends at your neighborhood Edon Farmers Co-op Country Store would like to invite you to stop in at the Edon, Montpelier, and Edgerton stores to check out their complete line of pet supplies, animal feed, and outdoor products. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff is ready to answer all of your questions concerning their complete line of Kalmbach, Land O'Lakes, and much, much more. For your convenience, your purchase can be carried to your vehicle by one of their employees. Be sure to stop by soon and see them at your hometown country store, the Edon Farmers Co-op.
$1:14 to play in quarter number 3. 25-13 Hilltop here on a Friday night on B-Rock Sports. Hilltop at 3-4, Edon 1-6, and Edon trying to put the brakes on a 6-game losing streak.
Yeah, and again, just struggling to find the basket.
Final score in boys hoops: Holgate 42-26 over Kalida. Edon, nice job handling the pressure that time, and a lay-in for Nevaeh Smith.
Very well done. My father would be very proud because there was not a dribble taken.
Yep. Ball never touched the floor.
Nope. Pass, layup.
Bailey, inside to Baker. Baker, muscle, and a chance at another traditional three-point play.
Yeah, if you're gonna foul her, then you have to make sure she doesn't get the shot off. And that doesn't mean you're nasty. That just means you go for the ball in that arm and you do not allow that shot to be made.
She scores 19 a game and is shooting for point number 16 here. They're trying to make sure they got the...
There's not a 30 white, is there?
No, it's 33.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Nevaeh Smith who should have her second.
Okay.
And she does. Baker, one more free throw. 1, 2 for 4. 3 for 5 at the foul line tonight. And now Rout will come in for Bailey. That took a while to get that right. First the foul, and then could she come in?
No, I was going to say. And I thought she was coming in for the shoot, or at least they did.
And at the end of the day, Suzanne, this is not brain surgery.
No.
Go in or not go in, right?
No. And I'm sure glad they added that third official because it really makes a difference.
28-15. We just said a minute ago it had gotten down to a reachable destination.
It was
for
8.
Yeah, and now we're up to 13 here with 30 seconds to play in the third. Craven over to Smith. Tried to get it through the lane to Briner. Never was there. Steal by Baker, and now she'll bring it herself.
That is only the third turnover for Edon this half, so that is a bright spot.
Does Hilltop want the final shot? Let's see.
I would say yes.
15 on the clock.
And I would say Baker.
Rout has a screen from Baker. Kenley Rout into the lane to Rodriguez, who tried to push it right back to Baker. Dug out, good hands by Craven. She tried to find a teammate. Picked back up by Hilltop now. Baker to the right side is held. It's not going to be shooting. Yes, it will be. That'll be the 5th foul of the quarter. So we'll get 2 shots here
and that's
for Libby Baker.
That's frustration on Jace's part, and I understand it. She's on the floor, she's digging the ball out, and none of her teammates come to her help. And it's like, I'd be mad too, but I would be giving them an earful. She's the senior. She has to tell them, look, if I'm on the floor digging the ball out, somebody has to come so I have an option to throw it to.
First free throw by Baker is good. 17 on the game. 29-15. And then she missed the second one. I haven't seen that one in a while.
Now she should have to jump up there and get that out.
Yeah, hit the front rim, flipped over, and it's stuck now. And Dravis, Craig Dravis, the official, tried to get. Now listen, he's got size, but he doesn't have ups.
No,
Libby, go get it, dude.
I can't believe there's not somebody in the state. Oh, here we go. Oh.
And a Hilltop boy tried to get it and can't get it, and now finally does.
Yeah.
So the moral of the story is, if you're an official listening and a ball is stuck, don't attempt to go get it, because Craig Dravis, who's got some height, had no chance.
Yeah, nope.
Right, did he touch the ball?
Unless
I think he did.
You are 100% sure you're going to get it. Don't do it.
Evergreen beats Pettisville 47-34. Inbounds, Baker launches a 3. Got it to beat the horn. Libby Baker from downtown. Biggest lead of the night for Hilltop as we go to the 4th. 32-15 Cadets. 8 to play in Edon on B-Rock Sports.
Clean up your yard with an Ego battery-powered blower, or check out Ego chainsaws or weed eaters to get your yard ready for winter. When the snow starts flying, you're going to need an Ego snowblower, and Donaldson's has them in stock too. Speaking of winter, need to get that RV or boat winterized? Donaldson's has RV and marine antifreeze on sale, 2 for $7. And let's not forget about our feathered friends. Buy one, get one free KT's Birder Blend, Songbird, Nutter Fruit Blend, or Wild Bird Food. Get all your things ready for winter at Donaldson's Ace Hardware on North Union Street in Bryan. Ace, the helpful place.
Good luck to all Hilltop athletes and coaches as you compete in tonight's game. This message is being brought to you by the Hilltop Athletic Boosters. The Hilltop Athletic Boosters knows how hard every player and coach works and competes in every practice, meet, and game. If you'd like to be a member of the Hilltop Athletic Boosters, phone 419-799-0253 or like them on Facebook for more information. Good luck, Hilltop athletes and coaches from the Hilltop Athletic Boosters.
32-15 Hilltop. They made their final 3 shots of the third quarter after starting 0 for 8, so they finished 3 of 11. Edon just 2 of 10. Edon now 5 of 29 for the game. A 3 on the way is short. By the way, they do have 1-2. They got their first deuce of the game in that third quarter, and Baker a little shaken up, got some stray shrapnel in that exchange, and says she's okay. She's motioning up in that eye, nose, cheek area. It'll be Edon basketball, trailing 32-15 as Hilltop tries to get to 500 on the season, and it would be their 4th straight win. Edon trying to end a 6-game skid, and it would take some kind of an incredible comeback here in the 4th. It's not undoable, but boy, that level of play has to elevate to sky-high levels here in the final 7:47.
They've got to hit some shots.
Archbold 73-38 over Ayersville. That is a final. I got to believe that got into a moving clock at times in that game. A turnover forced by Hilltop. And now it's Kennedy Bailey up to midcourt. Middle of the floor, Rodriguez. To the left to Dickinson from downtown. No good. Rebound, Bailey. Bailey in the lane, has it ripped away by Craven for Edon. She'll hand to Grace Ripke now. Remember, Ripke and Briner playing with 3 fouls. Well, Briner not out there yet, but they have the 3. Jenna Ripke a 3, no good. Rebound offensively, Wolford. She'll send that one up, no good. And a push on the follow, or on the backside. And that will go on Kenley Rout. Kenley, the sophomore, gets her first. And it'll be Craven to inbounds, far side on the baseline. 32-15, into Smith in the paint. Smith rotates it right side to Jenna Ripke. One to go baseline. Now Trapp there. Splits through the double team. Finds sister Grace Ripke. Got it for 3.
Nice job there splitting that double team as it was coming on to her. Nice job by, let's see, that was Jenna to Grace. Grace knocks it down.
They gave her a 2. I beg your pardon.
See, I thought there was a 3 as
so it's
well.
32-17. 2-pointer for Ripke. Baseline jumper, no good for Hilltop by Dickinson. Coming up the near sideline, here's Wolford. Wolford, stutter step move, got to the basket, lost the handle. Smith, though, bailed her out as a teammate to dig out the loose ball. Now it's Smith on the wing. Smith again splits through 2 defenders. Shot is blocked away and out of bounds off Rodriguez. Libby Baker back in for Bryn Rodriguez. 32-17, Hilltop. From the baseline, it'll be tossed in by Jenna Ripke. Ripke, searching, still looking. Bounces it in. She stepped over the line in trying to throw that bounce pass, fire it to Wolford, and broke the plane. And it's an Edon give back. Defiance tried to make a run, but couldn't. They lose 62-45 to St. Mary's. So tomorrow night will be 2-3 Defiance against 3-2 Bryan here on B-Rock Sports. Still, though, 6 minutes to decide this one in girls basketball tonight. 32-17 Hilltop. Out between the circles with the basketball is Baker. Baker gives it up now to Dickinson. Dickinson turns the corner. The runner off the heel, no good. Ricochets out of bounds off Edon. Hilltop starts 0 for 4 from the quarter. The best shooting quarter by either team is Hilltop to start the game in the first. They were 5 of 14. Pass to the post to Baker, kicked away by Edon.
Yep. Since then, 1 of 10 and then 3 of 8. Did you have them 3 of 8 last quarter?
3 of 11.
3 of 11?
Yep.
Yes, so.
Had a couple of blocks that I think might have gotten in there that they kept possession. Hilltop got a shot there, but had to save it. And now a hold on Craven. Jasa at the 5:47 mark of the fourth quarter. I believe Craven.
Yes, I believe it was.
Briner is in now for Wolford. Wolford held the 3 tonight as Edon's leading scorer. Hilltop gives it right back, though. Tried to dump it inside to Kelsey Conley. Through the hands and out of bounds. 32-17 Hilltop. 5:40 left in this one. Here's Craven crossing the timeline right side. Trap coming at midcourt now for Grace Ripke, off of her hands and an over and back.
And again, you can see right there what we talked about earlier, that she just is going into the defense instead of passing before you allow the defense to get set up on you.
Elena Van Arsdalen comes back. So does Bryn Rodriguez for Hilltop. Hilltop ball. Walking it across the midcourt now. Going left, Rodriguez. Over to Van Arsdalen. Now to Bailey. Bailey, right side, attacking baseline. Kick out to Dickinson. 3 ball, no good. Rebound, Smith for Edon. Still trailing 32-17. Nevaeh Smith, cross court to Ripke. Now it's Craven. Back to Jenna Ripke on the wing. Shot fake to the baseline.
Nice
Pushes
take.
it up and in.
Nice take. She's played a nice game tonight.
8 for her, and it's 32-19. She leads Edon. 4:50 to play. And rolling. Van Arsdalen on the wing. Circles it out in front now. Rodriguez to Baker. Full timeout coming, Hilltop. 4:47 left in this one. 32-19. Hilltop on B-Rock Sports.
Hello, this is Dan Waldron, president of Camco Industries in West Junior, Ohio and Morenci, Michigan. The Christmas and New Year holiday is a great time to enjoy with friends and family. The Camco family of over 500 associates would like to wish you a very Merry Christmas, and we hope 2024 brings everyone happiness and success. We wish everyone to have a safe and wonderful holiday season.
The cold weather season is the perfect time to think ahead to summer. Check out the pool place inside the Handyman Hardware in quaint downtown West Unity. They have a full line of pool supplies along with electronic water testing to keep your water crystal clear. Their knowledgeable staff has a combined 20 years of pool chemistry and pool installation, so if you've always dreamed of laying around a pool all summer, they can help you make that dream come true. From liner replacement to updating old equipment, they have competitive prices that won't leave you shocked. Next time before heading out of town, stop by and check out the pool place in downtown West Unity.
4:47 left. 32-19. Hilltop with the lead on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard and the basketball as the inbounds pass comes to Baker. Now it's Bailey out in front on the dribble. Bailey between the circles. Looks to the right side. It was tipped but grabbed back by Rodriguez, who just checked back in. Now Baker. Edon man-to-man. They have to be down 13 with 4.5 to go. The leaner by Baker and the foul on Smith. Baker does a really good job. She absorbs the contact and then sells the contact extremely well.
Yeah, she does. She does a really nice job on that. Like I said, brings it into her and then causes them to be on her.
Missed the first one, came in as a 73% foul shooter.
Yep.
She has 20 tonight of Hilltop's 32. 33-29 in the week that we did games, and now 20 tonight. Missed the second one, and the board goes to Edon. Up ahead now, Grace to Jenna Ripke on the wing. Ripke to the baseline, sealed off, nice post entry, at least initially. The thought was there, but Baker got in front and took it away from Briner. Now it's Baker up the far sideline. Baker all the way around. Good look into the paint to Crossgrove. Muscles it up, no good. Rebound, Baker, and one. And back to the line she goes.
I just laugh. So much traveling that they allow to happen. Holy cow. Nice job by Baker. I don't want to take away from her.
34-19. Wolford for Smith.
Certainly don't want to take away from Libby. Nice job there on the offensive glass and putting it back up and in.
Baker lets it fly and knocks that one home. 35-19. Edon never has led tonight. It was 4-3 at one time and then a 12-0 burst, and that burst has just been added on. Edon got back to within 8 and Hilltop answered here in the second half. In the corner, Briner. Now out to Grace Ripke. It's a long 2. Knocks that one down. Now, if they put 3 on the board, like we've been a little skeptical of tonight.
Yeah, well, I thought she did have a 3 on that one.
Yeah.
And they called it a 2. Now, that one was definitely a 2.
And that 2 were good by Grace Ripke, and they forced the turnover. Because I'm calling, you know what. And to think of a more tactful way to say it, so I'll just say, you know what.
Bogus.
Yeah. 35-21. Baker got the steal at midcourt using that length. Turns, fires, glass, good. Libby Baker.
Yeah, Jason just waited. She waits too long to get rid of the basketball.
Now a turnover by Craven. Threw that one intended for Wolford. Run down on the baseline by Crossgrove. Now it's Bailey. Coming down on the 3-minute mark left to play. 37-21 Hilltop. It appears as if they are, after an 0-4 start, going to get 4 straight wins and even their record at 500, inching closer to the Christmas break. Here's Baker through traffic. Baker high off the glass, no good. Crossgrove, the offensive rebound. Reset by Hilltop. Back around to Baker on that wing right side. Edon will be next in action in that 49 Classic, I believe, next week. We'll get the schedules here for sure.
I think it is. Yep.
And they play Edgerton in that opening round. Jumper on the way for 3, no good. And the rebound offensively then is lost by Hilltop. So Edon will be playing next Friday night. They're in the middle of a lengthy homestand here because they get to host the 49 girls tournament this year. They'll get Edgerton in the opening round game on the 21st next Thursday, and then on Friday night is the second night. Meanwhile, for Hilltop, coming up over the break, as we're going to get a foul called on Baker, which would only be her second of the night. Next up for Hilltop will be a matchup on Monday at home against Fayette. So a really golden opportunity to get above 500 for them.
Yes.
And then they're playing in the JV Holiday Tournament at Bryan. Not part of the varsity, the JV Holiday Tournament. They'll play North Baltimore next then, after Christmas on the 30th. A three, no good by Wolford. Rebound grabbed by Hilltop with 2:08 remaining. Outlet now to Baker. 37-21. Baker into the lane. Dumps it to Bailey. Rotates it back out now to Dickinson, to Baker. And Troy Grimm says, pull things out here.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out why he still had pressure on defensively.
By the way, Addison Warner is in for Edon.
Gave her some good minutes in the first half. She was hustling, doing some nice things.
Kennedy Bailey, and Bailey going right side. A hand check call on Jenna Ripke. Stops with 1:38 left. That'll be number 2 on Ripke. But it will put Hilltop on the line because that was the 5th foul on Edon.
Yeah, just still shaking my head on that.
Bailey gets 2. She's 2 for 2. And did we have a clock issue?
I'm not sure that.
Oh, I have a lane violation. Or no, is it not?
Not enough. They have the wrong amount or something up there.
Okay.
For free throws.
Double checking. So no free throws for Bailey. Out of bounds on the far side to Hilltop. They have 4. There you go. They just corrected it. So 4 fouls. Give and go right back to Rodriguez. Blocked from behind. The putback is no good. And the rebound goes to Ripke. You know, they've only made 1 field goal in this quarter. Here's Jenna Ripke from downtown. No good for 3. The shooting numbers are way, way down for both teams tonight.
Yes.
Obviously, when you hear 37-21, it doesn't take a genius to figure out.
That they're struggling to put that ball in the hoop.
Yeah. 70 seconds left in this one on a Friday night. And Hilltop in their delay game now. Crossgrove to Dickinson. Dickinson weaves it into the hands of Bailey. Bailey gets a screen and then a hand check call. Now we should be able to go to the line, as that foul is going to be Warner, Addison Warner. And it will be. In the end, I didn't need to cross off Kennedy Bailey's 2 free throw attempts. I should have just left him there.
Left him there.
Because here she is again, about 40 seconds later. With 54 seconds left in this one. Free throw good by Bailey. Final tonight, PH goes down 59-46. They're a late start as well for a deep football run.
Yep.
So don't judge. In fact, PH, one of the favorites in the NWOAL this year in boys hoops, along with, I think Archibald's going to be in that equation again, Wasion. I mean, we're talking about really good, very well-coached basketball teams. Second free throw, no good. Rebound to Wolford for Edon. Bryan, the heavy NWOAL favorite on the girls' side. Liberty will challenge them. That will be a good matchup down at the Tiger Cage. 40 seconds left. Down to the post to Briner, who is fouled on the way up. Addison Briner carving out some space to shoot a pair. With 36 seconds left in this one.
Yeah, that Bryan team,
to the free throw line.
We're not going to get a chance to see them.
Yes, we will in January.
Okay.
One of our games for sure in January that we can work out. I believe it's against Archibald. Foul shot is good. Yeah, for those that are wondering about that, a few years back we made that move and formed a partnership originally with Bryan Municipal Utilities, and now it's through Chris Malenga and streaming, and they do a good job of covering a lot of the Bryan games on Q96.5. We like to sneak in there and do boys and girls games when we possibly can. And on the heels of a dream run last year to the Final Four down in Dayton, and they knew coming back, heavy target on their backs.
Sure.
Back cut, Conley off glass, 2 points for Kelsey Conley.
Yeah, nice job on the back cut and nice job off the glass for the 2.
40-23, Hilltop, final 15 seconds in this one. Here's Jenna Ripke into the painted area, jumper no good. Rebound Hilltop, and route trying to get away from traffic traveled. 7 seconds now to go. Might be the last true shot possession of the night here with 7 seconds remaining. Ripke to Wolford. Wolford puts it on the deck. Steps back to get glass, scores just her second basket of the night.
Is that like her second basket?
And that's it for this one. Hilltop wins it wire to wire tonight, 40-25. The final totals when we come back.
Unwrap adventure at Knocking Point Outfitters. Gift cards and Scent Crusher brand products, the perfect pair for outdoor enthusiasts. Located on County Road 17, just south of US Route 6, outside of Bryan. Knocking Point Outfitters, where the journey begins.
You work hard for your money. That's why we see to it that your money works hard for you, not someone else. At Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, our earnings belong to our members and go right back to work for you, from better rates to lower fees. We've got the products and people to help you build a more fantastic future every step of the way. Join 14,000 other people just like you who want to do more with their money. Imagine a different possibility at Midwest Community Federal Credit Union.
Peltz Lumber Company in Montpelier and Pioneer has some exciting news. Not only has Peltz been bringing you the finest in building materials for generations, now they have a new website with a huge selection of items for you to browse right at your fingertips and in your own home. Just go to peltzlumber.com and hit the products button, and there it is. Tools, hardware, lumberyard and building materials, windows, doors, kitchen and bath. Check out the items you need and the prices, and stop by the store in Montpelier or Pioneer, or give them a call at 419-485-3059. Peltz Lumber, building for a new generation.
Your home is the one place where everything should be perfect, including your air. Starks Plumbing and Heating Services helps you achieve the perfect air you deserve with reliable, groundbreaking, award-winning Lennox products. Call Starks Plumbing and Heating Services and see how soon you can get a Lennox home comfort system that'll help improve your health and your mood. It doesn't get any more perfect than that. Call us today at 1-800-329-4040 or visit us at starksphs.com. Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, wants to say good luck to the Edon Bombers in tonight's athletic contest. Precise Metal Form is a proud supporter of Edon Bomber athletics, both boys and girls sports. Precise Metal Form in Bryan, saluting the athletes on all of their hard work and wishing them the best of luck in this athletic contest. Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, saying go Bombers in this game.
Hello, I'm Paul Rorig Jr.
And I'm Sierra with the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio.
Are you searching for a lasting memorial to honor your loved ones? Let us guide you through the entire process of choosing a memorial with compassion and care.
Come visit our showroom. We have the largest indoor display in the tri-state area.
Fackler Monument Company, where 3 generations of tradition and trust come together.
Visit our website at facklermonument.com. We have been serving families in the tri-state area since 1924.
Fall is a great time to work on your home. Is your home well insulated? Field Supply Center in Blakesley is now stocking the Attic Cat and the Pro Cap blown insulation system. Forget about the dust from the old blown insulation. Attic Cat is the new clean way to insulate your walls and attic. Field Supply Center also offers CertainTeed Landmark shingles, one of the best shingles for your roof. Now is the time to take care of your home. Whether you need insulation, shingles, siding, or window, make Field Supply in Blakesley your first stop.
Final score tonight, wire to wire, Hilltop wins it 40-25. Libby Baker leading the way tonight, finishing with a game high 25. 4 for Molly Dickinson, 4 for Sophia Crossgrove, 3 for Kennedy Bailey, 2 each for Kelsey Conley and Bryn Rodriguez. For Edon tonight, scoring the basketball, Jenna Ripke finished with 8. Natalie Wolford 5, Nevaeh Smith 5, Grace Ripke 4, and Addison Briner 3. Neither team shot the ball well at all tonight. Hilltop wins shooting the basketball 11 for 48 and 2 for 14 behind the three-point line. Edon was just 8 for 38 from the field. 4 of their field goals from downtown. They were 4 of 17. Hilltop buried Edon then at the foul line. They were 15 of 23 shooting free throws tonight. Edon was just 3 of 6.
Finishing it out for the Edon Lady Bombers, I had them with 25 turnovers, and that was kind of the story of the first half. Obviously, they had 15 at the half, 10 there in the second half for a total of 25, and you just can't turn the ball over that much and shoot that poorly to win basketball games. They had 8 offensive, so on a positive note here, 8 offensive, 23 defensive for a total of 31 rebounds. For the victorious Lady Cadets of Hilltop, I had them with just 15 turnovers for the evening. They were 11 offensive, 19 defensive for a total of 30 rebounds.
What was your best one tire and service best play of the game tonight?
After Libby Baker shot a free throw and got it stuck, obviously the arrow went back to Hilltop, and at the buzzer she hit a 3.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, it was.
Best one tire and service. I know what wasn't the best play of the game tonight.
When he tried to get that
when
out of
Craig Dravis tried to go get that ball stuck. Yeah, that wasn't the best play of the game tonight.
No, I wasn't right now and now.
Next up, we're kidding, Craig. If somebody tells you, we're just kidding you.
Just messing with you.
So next up for Edon, Thursday night, they'll host the 49 Classic, and they play Edgerton in Game 1. Next varsity game for Hilltop will come Monday. They will match up with Fayette in a non-conference game here coming up on Monday in girls basketball. Troy Grimm, head coach of Hilltop, joins us. Congratulations on the win tonight. A couple of keys as we saw them. Neither team shot the basketball well tonight at all. I thought, you were really good defensively, made them uncomfortable all night with your defensive half-court pressure, and then when you got back into the actual half-court defense, and then a great job of, all right, we're not making shots, but you did a good job of getting to the foul line and making a good majority of your free throws tonight. I thought those were two things that stood out.
Yeah, they've been shooting the ball from the line pretty well the last couple games. And obviously, if you can shoot, I don't know what shot, but if we can shoot 70% from there, that's fantastic.
15 to 23. Yeah, it's pretty close.
Pretty close, yeah. I mean, I'll take that all. And if you get to the line, that's the key. I mean, we have goals for each game, how many times to get to the line, points, field goals, attempts, percentages. I mean, we throw goals out there for them to try to meet. So that's good. Yeah, we didn't shoot the ball well, but defensively, man, that's lights out for us. That is lights out. And, and
getting better.
Yeah, the old saying is defense travels. I mean, if you shoot the ball poorly and you play if you shoot the ball poorly and play defense, you're going to stay in games when you're not shooting the ball well.
And did a good job with that. And you can see even from last week to this week, I mean, I know, again, you're not going to shoot 11 for 48 every single night. At least you hope not.
That's what we were.
Yeah.
I hope not.
Yeah. Well, you held them 8 for 38 tonight. So it'll be a longer year than you hope.
It'll be a liquid Christmas, I'll say that.
But we saw you get better from even last Friday, let's say, to this week. And are you seeing that on a daily basis in practice, this group improve?
Yeah, they're just a little bit better, and that's all we ask, is to get better, And we're at the stage, we got, 8-9 games in. We're halfway through the season, so we can't use the excuse that we're young anymore. We still are, but you've got 9 games underneath your belt. Let's start playing like your varsity players, and they're stepping up. Kennedy comes in there, Bailey, 23. She just plays lights out defense for us, and all them guards up front there. There's a lot of deflections for us,
Absolutely.
Beans and Bales and Doc and Bugs. That's what I call them. Right? So and you got Baker and BR and Soph and Kelsey down there. That's eight girls that played their butts off tonight and did well.
What's coming up for Hilt? I know you play Fayette on Monday, right? So what's the rest of the Christmas holidays look like for
Monday,
you guys?
And then that Saturday, we got North Baltimore at noon. It's just a varsity game. And then I think we got North Central right before the holidays. And we don't have nothing during holiday breaks. So.
Okay. Well, a good time then to recharge.
Recharge, exactly. Yeah. Get some practice and get some. I told him tomorrow. We're back at it at 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, but we'll be shooting.
Okay. Well, congrats on the win tonight. Have a good holiday. Look forward to seeing you guys again in 2024.
Sounds good.
Hilltop.
Thank you, guys.
With a road win tonight, 40-25. They also won the JV game as well, 30-23. That'll do it for us tonight. Thanks to Rick back at the studios, the coaches for their time in the pregame show tonight, and, of course, for you to tune in. Brian Defiance tomorrow night, boys basketball here on V-Rock Sports. Again, our girls final tonight, Hilltop rolls over Edon 40-25. Good night, everybody.